So I was on the way out of the parking lot. I noticed, check that out, they are testing either the ride or the elevator for the ride, as there is a loaded train with water dummies in it. So I mean, that's exciting stuff. That means they must be getting pretty close. I know they're all done with the track layout. I know they were testing the elevator obviously earlier when we were watching, but that's really, really cool stuff that they are now testing the ride itself. Got out of the car here just to take another look at this as it is moving on up. Obviously you got guys at the top of the elevator lift there with also some construction plans. And the ride moving from the bottom of the lift all the way, looks like, to the top of the lift. So I mean, that's pretty exciting. Definitely a big step in the construction process. Going. Looks like this man is pushing it. Probably not the best idea. Oh yeah, it's definitely going. There it goes. Outward bank turn.
And unfortunately, that was all the footage I was able to get of Cobra's Curse testing today at Busch Gardens Tampa. I will say I did watch for about another 5 minutes or so after it went down that first drop, and it never did come up the traditional lift for the second half of the ride. I'm guessing because they probably are only testing that first portion at this point in time while I was there. And I honestly, I waited for about 5 minutes, and that was all I really felt like waiting around, because hanging out at a parking lot with a video camera watching an unopened roller coaster did not seem like the most interesting thing in the world, and I had places to be and things to do. But did able to get it testing, which is very, very exciting. Now what I'm going to show you is the footage I filmed earlier of the day, showing off more footage of Cobra's Curse, the closed tidal wave, and a bunch more fun there at Busch Gardens Tampa, one of my favorite parks.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy The Legend coming at you, checking out the construction on Cobra's Curse here at Busch Gardens Tampa. Still from the beer patio, which is sort of half closed off, but you can see they've been a lot of progress since the last time I've been here. They've got kind of the station covering is done. This building, which I'm guessing is going to be the train bar, is done. And then most importantly, you have the giant lift and iconic snake statue is all done. Got that guy hanging out up there. The ride looks like a blast, and you can see them testing the there they are, testing the elevator lift. So that's exciting. That's the first time I've seen that. They stop it right there. That's probably not what you normally want it to do, but obviously in the testing process, that might be something they would do. But anyway, Cobra's Curse looks good. I think the ride's going to be a lot of fun. You've got these giant dials up top, which have sort of the big coaster loop of the logo of the Busch Gardens brand right now. And the ride looks like a lot of fun, but you know where you get the best ride? The view of the ride is from the train, so let's cut to footage from the train.
We're now entering an active construction site for our newest attraction, Cobra's Curse. So for your safety, please remain seated at all times. There is a big opening halfway in. You can see through the fence on both sides. It's big enough to drive a truck through. That's actually what we use it for. We drive trucks through it. It's kind of convenient. Well, folks, Cobra's Curse is going to be a family coaster. It's also going to be a spin coaster. If you look to the right side of the train, you're going to see a big elevator. We're going to take that car up 70 feet in the air and launch you forwards. Partway through the ride, we'll travel backwards and finish off by actually spinning. While you're waiting in that queue line, it will be air conditioned and there will be habitats surrounding you filled with live snakes, cobras, vipers, and other dangerous snakes as you wait to get on the ride. You can check it out at cobrascurse.com. Cobra's Curse is ready to strike Busch Gardens later this year. talking about the future, let's talk about the present. Over here on the right-hand side of the train, that blue and beige roller coaster is the Montu. Montu is a steel inverted roller coaster.
So this is the first time I've seen this out here in the area right before Egypt by the wonderful Crown Colony Pub. They've got this advertisement for the new ride showing off a ride vehicle spinning around. So if you want to know what the trains would look like, it's going to be two of these little cars. And I think the ride vehicles look really, really cool. This is a ride I'm pretty excited for. I think it's something they need, sort of like their version of a mine train roller coaster with a modern touch. Is really what I think Cobra's Curse is going to be. Got great theming elements. Love how it's going to be, you know, in of trenches and out of trenches with an elevator lift and a regular lift. I think Cobra's Curse looks really, really cool, and this just helps that case. I am really digging this. We're here by Cobra's Curse. Obviously, you can see it off in the distance, but here's where the entrance to the ride is going to be, in the sort of entering through the old Tut's Tomb location. And check out this entrance. I imagine this is it seems to be all wired up, so I imagine the sign will probably go right there. But the sign is this big, giant concrete snake type structure coming out of it. The same kind of thing we saw in the big sort of iconic snake structure this after the first elevator lift. But I did not know they were going to do this, and this looks awesome. So the sign's out front. Cobra's Curse opens 2016. And again, fun stuff, man. This is not what I was expecting them to do. I figured it would just sort of been like a simple kind of sign out front of what used to be the old Tut's Tomb location, and that would have been it. But apparently the entrance is going to be a lot more. Oh, cool. Check out the snake. I love that. Coming out, that is going to be a roller coaster moment. Going on an elevator lift, getting dropped off, and then going on an outward bank turn right in the fangs of a giant snake like that. Oh, this is going to be awesome. So over here by Montu, and they still got some work to do, as this side of the snake is missing an eye. I imagine they'll probably give that side an eye. I think the other side has an eye by the time this ride opens in the summer. Cool. Plus, come on, how fun is that turn going to be? That turn looks really extreme. That's going to be a blast. All right. Tidal wave this way. So in a very, very surprising incident this past weekend, Busch Gardens closed Tidal Wave forever. Really with no warning to guests, no come get your last rides or anything. Just it came out in the rumor section, and then the guys at the Pixels at the parks, they went and confirmed it with the park itself. The ride closed forever. Its last day of operation was on April 10th. And interesting move here, because it's very, very rare that you ever see a ride sort of close and also to get no warning. You know, when Busch Gardens closed Gwazi last year, they gave you plenty of warning about it. They said, hey, come get your last rides. Gwazi's closing next month. And with this ride, they did not do that, which is really, really weird. So I'm curious if something happened, like maintenance-wise, where like, okay, this thing was on its way out anyway, and it could no longer operate. So I'm not really sure what happened here. But it's a big question for me, and like I know the chain's kind of struggling. We've seen them close a bunch of rides for just budget reasons alone. Like Gwazi is there, and the ride doesn't operate. So Gwazi just sort of shut down and closed for budget. You saw Rhino Rally just straight up closed for budget. But I find it very, very interesting and weird that they would close a major water ride in April right before its busy summer season. You know, this is a ride that did not get a whole lot of use out of being open for, you know, November till March, and then you close it right before summer season comes. Very weird move. Now, I mean, it is an older ride. This ride, it opened as like a Jungle Cruise style boat ride back in the 70s, and then got changed into the Tanganyika Tidal Wave back in, I believe, '89. So it's definitely an older ride with older things, and you know, water screws up everything when it comes to that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was maintenance based. I wouldn't be surprised if this was budget based either, because you know they've been closing rides for budget. Now, my fanboy hope would be that okay, this ride's closed because they'll build something new, but I really don't know, and I have no idea. Obviously, they're building Cobra's Curse this year. You can see here the whole queue area still there because it just closed down on Sunday. So it'd be really interesting to see what they do with this. If they do anything, they might just let it sit here and rot. Like Gwazi, like Rhino Rally. Or will this be like Tut's Tomb where they close it down and it becomes, you know, their attraction for next year? I honestly don't know. I want you guys to reply in the comment section here. What do you think is going on? Closed for budget, closed for maintenance because it was old and something important broke? Do you think it's closed for, you know, 2017, 2018 project? I want to see your thoughts here because I honestly don't know. I don't think it's a budget thing. I can see something expensive being broken, but part of me thinks it's going to be, you know, where we might see our next ride. And I don't know. Also very important, they do have, you know, down the pathway in the back is how you get to one of their big haunted houses for Halloween, where it was, I think it was Death River Bayou or something like that. No, it wasn't Deathwater Bayou. It was the ghost.
Garden.
Yeah, the garden haunted house, which was very, very strong. It was back there. So that'll be interesting too. So reply, what do you think's going on here? Do you think this is where a new ride's coming? Do you think it was cut for budget? Cut because it's old and something broke? Let me know. Also, if you think a new ride's coming, what do you want to see? Now, if I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, I tell you what I'd do. I'd make this the station for a Fury 325-esque B&M Giga Coaster that goes out and plays in the by the retention ponds and the rapids rides. But that's what I would do. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a more budget-friendly roller coaster come to the spot. Maybe something like a Tempesto. I mean, that could happen. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happens. Obviously, Busch Gardens parks don't tend to add rides back-to-back years. And Cobra's Curse seems to be some sort of a sizable investment this year. So respond, what do you think's going on here? Anyway, that's one last look at. So looking at Tidal Wave from a different angle, some of this stuff does not look like it's in the best of shape. Like that might be bird droppings, but then there's a lot of rust going on this thing. So maybe it is maintenance. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely give more weight to the maintenance cost killing. One of my favorite things about Busch Gardens is the animals, and actually this is something I've never seen before. First thing I saw when I walked in the gate today was just flamingos wandering around. How cool is that? Awesome. For those curious what's going on with Guazi, well, absolutely nothing. Still over a year closed, and it's just sort of sitting there rotting, waiting for them to have enough money to tear it down, I guess. So I've seen a lot of different pieces of merchandise for new rides over the years, but this is the first time I've ever seen a ride open with its own bottle of wine. Here you could get the Cobra's Curse Cabernet Sauvignon for like $40. They actually have other stuff too, like Food and Wine Festival inspired wines. And I've never quite gotten this brand, but a landscaping brand they have in Park Joe's. But there you go, Cobra's Curse wine. Interesting. I'll file this under something I didn't think I would see today. Food art. This is made out of, I think, cookies with the tooth captain of the ship. It's a lot of detail on this thing. Holy cow. All made out of food. This is wild. And then over here, made out of breakfast cereal, is a tiger playing with a beach ball. So this is really interesting. At certain times of the day, you could buy a bottle to feed the kangaroos with. And look how adorable this is.
Oh, well, Boomer drinks his bottles really slow, so once Mikey's done, he
Oh, it's so cool.
Boomer here is actually
Kangaroo
one of
looks
my
so happy to have his
favorites
bottle of
also.
food.
He's really
Really cool. A lot of times they'll do like little dishes of food, but this is the first time I've seen them do bottles, and it's really awesome. Busch Gardens has this food and wine festival going on in March and April on the weekends. Not something today, I'm here during the week. But they have a lot of really cool topiaries set up, including this one here, with a sound effect of being a paparazzi. So that's neat. Another one over here, a giant snake, very cool.
And the baby dog.
Probably the coolest topiary in the park, this giant octopus overtaking the Garden Great Cat Brew place. And oh, even better, look, baby ducks. Oh, this is fantastic. I haven't even gone on a ride yet here at Busch Gardens, and I'm already had a great time. Giant octopus topiary and baby ducks. And maybe later, some beer. Very, very pretty over here. They call this one the Spirit of Spring. It's got a lake and stuff like that. This is really fantastic. Beautiful area too. Of course, this used to be the old Critter Castaway Stadium. Something they closed and actually bulldozed, unlike a lot of other stuff here at the park. But now it's just this very, very pretty gardening area. And during the Food and Wine Festival, home to this massive topiary. Another one over here, a Sesame Street themed one. This one, not quite our favorite. It's Elmo, Big Bird, and Oscar the Grouch. Molly is freaked out by Big Bird's feet here. I do like that he's in his own nest. But what really disturbs me is, why the hell is Oscar the Grouch so happy? He's supposed to be a grouch. Well, as you can tell, it's been a wonderful day here at Busch Gardens, one of my favorite places to come and spend a day. Relax, see some animals, ride some roller coasters, drink a beer or two. Thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, post them in the comments section. Be sure to comment on what you think they're going to do with that, what's going on with Tidal Wave. So do you think a budget, maintenance, 2017, 2018 project? Let me know what you think's going on over there. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/InTheLoopPodcast, as well as follow myself on Twitter at InTheLoopLegend. Be sure to subscribe, get all of our videos from all over the country, showing off all the coolest and neatest roller coasters and things like that going on. I know I'm about to head out to California for a while, check out Legoland, SeaWorld San Diego, Six Flags Magic Mountain, Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, San Diego Zoo. Videos of all that coming on our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.